Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for Game 2 here between ICC and Northeast. If you're just now joining us, well, it was all Northeast in the first game of the day as they were able to come away with an 13-6 win over the Indians. ICC was able to force it to all 9 innings after scoring a run in the bottom of the 7th to avoid the run rule. And so it'll be Holiday to start us off here. Indians fell to 13-16 on the year as we await this First American National Bank opening pitch. It's on its way, and it's outside for a ball. Comes your way at 4:51. That's a 4:51 First American National Bank opening pitch. That pitch in there for a strike. We'll go over the starting lineups as we go throughout the day today. This is going to be a single out to center to start the contest, much like he did in the first game of the day. Doing it again here as Holiday starts us off with a single out to center field, and being joined by the good Dr. Brad Boggs here for Game 2. Indians going to try to bounce back and find a way to earn the split here against Northeast, but Northeast bats came to play today, and they put up 13 runs on 13 hits in the opening game of the day. And now this will be Weatherby, who is playing out in right field, coming to the plate, shows bunt, pulls back, and takes that pitch high for a ball. Weatherby was 1 for 4 with a run scored in the first game of the day. Big healthy swing, fouls that one back for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Dr. Boggs getting his nest made here in front of us as ICC starting Roe Ketchum on the hill today here in Game 2.
Yeah, got Roe Ketchum on the mound, which glad to see that. Got a lefty there. I'm trying to look up.
This one hammered and it's gone. That's going to be a 2-run home run off the bat of Weatherby, and the 4th home run of the day for the Tigers. Well, that's one, Brad, that called baseball now for 12 plus years here at the ballpark, and you knew by the sound of that one off the bat it wasn't going to be able to hold the ballpark.
No, it was definitely smashed out there. There was no doubt about it, Adam. I mean, no one left fielder out there didn't even turn much, and so it was smashed and went just to the left of our new scoreboard out there, which we're proud to have. But Roe Ketchum, left-hander, sophomore out of West Point, is where he comes out of, and so we've seen him on the hill a few times this year. He's got 7 appearances.
There's going to be a hard hit ball out to left field.
That's a single, yeah. 7 appearances, 2 wins, 2 losses on the year, no saves. He does have 1 complete game to his credit with 26 innings pitched. He's given up 17 hits on 13 runs, 14 base on balls, 25 Ks with a 4.15 ERA.
Those are some Sonic stats being brought to you there by the Sonic here in Fulton. That last hit was a single to left by Bland. Now this will bring up the catcher Owen to the plate.
Dang.
And that's a carbon copy of another one. So the Tigers coming out swinging early, swinging often, and that is going to be their 4th hit in their 4th at bat.
Yeah, their bats are on fire right now, Adam, and of course it's just carrying over from the first game. I was able to catch some of that from the office. I know Adam has threatened to fire me here with my job, but I was having to work in the office and get a few things done, and that's where I was able to catch the live stream on the Red Channel, and that's what I encourage folks to do too, because I was able to keep up with it very well. And again, kudos to you and your staff for what they do on that. Again, I was able to keep up with it, and you're right, the bats were on fire the first game, and it's just carried over here to the second.
And here comes trouble in the name of McCoy, the first baseman. He had 2 hits, both of those home runs, a 3-run and 2-run shot in the first game for the Tigers. So he will dig in here with no outs and a runner at first and second. That pitch outside for a ball.
Yeah, wisely trying to hit some spots here, Roe Ketchum, due to the damage that McCoy did in the first game with the 2 home runs, and don't want to give him anything good to hit. He hit that breaking ball and going to be able to get the runner out at third, but not going to be able to do a double play or turn a double play on that one. So good play down there by Verdong to snag the ground ball down there and get the out at third, get the lead runner.
So 1 away now, as that was Bland who was retired on the play. Runners will be at first and second. This will be shortstop Foster coming to the plate. A Renaissance Bank scoreboard update for you. ICC softball up 4-1 as they head to the bottom of the 7th in game 1 there at Northeast.
Yeah, that breaking ball down right there for ball 1.
Foster had 2 hits, 2 runs scored. He was 2 for 4 in the first game of the day. Nice snag there by Davis.
I was reading through some stats here, and I know Northeast says they were 9th in the MACCC and 278 team batting average. Sure didn't show up like that today.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Well, they're getting hot at the right time of year. They swept East Mississippi at home in Northeast, and their bats are red hot today. And, Brad, we've seen it before for ICC, and you see it a lot of times in sports. You know, a team that's hot at the right time of year can cause a lot of problems. Of course, they've got a Mississippi State signee as a pitcher. As that pitch in there for a strike, 2-2 now is the count. So you look at it, you know, they could be playing their best baseball at the right time of year here for the Tigers.
Well, that's what's important. You get hot at the right time of year. When it gets close to tournament time, you've got to be rolling because you want to carry that momentum into the tournament, as that one is fouled off down the right field out in the parking lot here. So you've got a 2-2 count still on Foster. But you're right, you know, and that's what actually Coach Kirk and I were talking about the other day in the office and with his softball team. Got to get hot at the right time, and you know, and tournament time is when you want to be hot because you got to play all those games. You got to put together some good wins to come out of the tournament, either the state tournament or the for the softball or the region tournament, either for both squads on top.
2-2 pitch, hit right back up the middle, and that's going to load the bases here for the Tigers.
Yeah, he took that one right
and
back.
then the throw gets away, and
Wow.
Runner's not going to advance there as the Indians covered it nicely.
He took that one right back up the line shot, back up through the middle, perfectly placed there. It advanced the runners over. It's a single, so you only still have one out here in the inning. And you've got, as you said, Adam, bases juiced here with Marshall coming up, who is the DH.
And so that, as you mentioned, brings up Marshall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits so far here in the inning. Bases loaded. Marshall, the DH, at the plate. Takes a healthy chop at that one, misses. 4 strike 1.
Yeah, sometimes you're over anxious when you're up to the plate, when you're seeing the ball that well and the team is seeing the ball as well as they are. You know, that was one Marshall probably should have held off on. Great for ICC, but he's showing a little anxiousness there. Of course, then he took another strike right there, or took a strike, for strike 2. So now he's got to protect the plate.
So 0-2 now is the count with 1 out. Bases loaded here. And swinging and a miss, 4 strike 3.
Yeah, good pitch there by Ketchum. He swung at it for the first strike. Like I said, he was anxious going after that pitch. Again, it was a ball. That would have been a ball too, but that was good placement there by Ketchum because they knew he swung at it on the first pitch, and it was an 0-2 count. So good job there. Get the second out of the inning. Still only 2 runs on the board now with 2 outs, so that changes things defensively for the Indians.
So now Barry will come to the plate and fouls off the first pitch he sees for strike 1. Appreciate you carrying that there. I was trying to get Twitter updated on softball.
You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm trying to get my job back. I was coming in with a lost job and just trying to make up for times here and got to do what I can to get my job back.
So the 0-1 pitch swung on a miss for strike 2, and
he took something off that, looks like, and it was on the outside part of the plate, and it just had him off balance there. So again, 2 good. This is another good cycle here by Ketchum. You got an 0-2 count here. You got something to play with.
That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count here to Barry. He played outstanding defensively for the Tigers in game 1. He was 2 for 5 at the plate with a run scored. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Pitch on its way. Breaking pitch hangs up a little bit too high. But now the count evens up at 2-2.
Yeah, need to get that down if you row. You don't want to keep that breaking pitch up like that, but so you want to get it down. But you still have a 2-2 count. Still got a ball to work with here if need be.
Swing and a miss, 4 strike 3. Big time play there for the Indians to get out of the inning there with bases loaded and to get out of that jam. Let's keep it here and take a look at today's Coca-Cola starting lineups for both squads, and we'll start with Northeast. They sent 8 batters to the plate there in the top of the first inning. They scored 2 runs. It was Holiday who led things off. He's in center field. Weatherby will be the right fielder. Bland will be at second. Owen is catching. McCoy is at first base. Foster will be the shortstop. Marshall will be the DH. Barry will be the third baseman. Peoples will be out in left field. Kahn will be pitching on the hill here for the Tigers in game 2. Tigers are 18-12 overall, 9-8 in conference play. ICC fell to 13-16, 7-10 inside conference. And this will be their lineup here. Martin Olich will be starting us off. He'll be playing shortstop. Batting second will be Will Verdong. He's playing at third base. Catching and batting third will be Riley Davis. In right field, batting cleanup will be Bryce Capobianco. The DH will be Connor Gardner. You've got Blaine Ware playing first base. He's batting in that 6th spot. Batting 7th will be Eli Hancock. Batting 8th will be Drew Capobianco. And Terrace Meeks will be batting 9th. He'll be playing in center field. And I can't remember if I said Hancock in left field, Capobianco at second. We've already talked about Roe Ketchum getting the start here for the Indians in game 2. Kahn, the pitcher here for the Tigers in game 2. And Brad, you've got some Sonic stats on him.
Yeah, Kahn, freshman, right-hander out of Jackson and Jackson Academies, where he played his high school ball. He's got 5 appearances on the year, 2 wins, no losses, 26 and a third innings pitched, giving up 27 hits, 20 runs, with 11 base on balls. He does have 29 Ks to his credit and a 4.10 ERA coming into the matchup today.
You know, that's one thing we talked about this year for ICC was going to be a struggle, would be once you kind of get past that starter, if you can kind of rattle the starter and get to their bullpen. That was what Northeast was able to do early on in game one. They've already put a 2 spot on the board here, so ICC, just for confidence-wise, needs to find a way to answer in the bottom half of the inning.
Yeah, and Rowe Ketchum, ended the inning strong, and we're going to hope that carries over, and we got to get the bats now to back him up. 2 run, it could have been a lot worse than what it was with the bases loaded.
So it'll be Martin Knowledge, the shortstop, to start us off here for the Indians. He's going to look at that first pitch, low for a ball. Martin Knowledge on the first game went 3 for 5 with a run scored. Looks at that pitch, outside for a ball at 89. 2-0 now is the count. Brad, new addition to the scoreboard is the radar gun, so it's kind of fun to get that addition to the scoreboard here. There's a swing and a miss at a low strike at 87.
Yeah, we want to, again, thank Coca-Cola and their sponsorship and their friendship and their willingness to help support the college. And, of course, they assisted us in getting not only this scoreboard but also the soccer scoreboard, which we'll have up for soccer season in the fall.
And there's strike 3 called. So got Martin Knowledge looking at one on the corner of the plate there, and a nice start to the contest for Kahn as he got that quickly. And now this will bring up third baseman Will Verdung.
Yeah, and one thing that we're going to look at here too is I can see this now. I couldn't see the old scoreboard, and I feel like I'm better. Now, my eyesight might have gotten better, a little bit.
Did you go see Cagle?
Not yet.
Oh, man. This one hammered.
He hammered that in the
center field. It's back off the wall. And this will be a double for Verdung. Second time today that Verdung has doubled off the top of the wall. In game one, it was off the top in right center, and that one was dead center. Trying to go 390 and just couldn't quite find that one. But a big hit there for Verdung.
I mean, folks, looking at it online on the live stream, the 390 sign out there on the top part of our center field fence, he was right there on that line right there where the ball hit off the wall. So a few more feet up, and we're looking at a grand shot out there to get over the big monster, as I call it, out there in center field.
Now this will be Riley Davis coming to the plate. Swings on the first pitch he sees, pops this one up. Center fielder will jog up and make the play for out number 2.
Yeah, kind of tricky out there, as I know you mentioned in the first game too, but get a lot of wind blowing out there today. Going to do some tricks with the ball a little bit, so they're going to see a few things different off the bat, today as they saw in the first game, and they'll see it here in the second game too with this wind blowing.
So a runner at second with 2 outs now. This is Bryce Capobianco coming to the plate. Bryce looks at that first pitch, low and outside for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Bryce Capobianco. He went 0 for 4 in the first game of the day, and not too many times that you see Bryce not come away with a base hit. So he looks at that one and called a strike. Wow. 1-1 now is the count. And so 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Runner at second. That pitch in there for a strike. And you kind of tell by the way Bryce has reacted. He's not like those last 2 strike calls, but that one looked pretty good. The first one, not so much. So now 1-2 is the count here to Capobianco. Kahn trying to get out of this slight jam here. Swing and a miss, and he does. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there after giving up the double off the fence. Was able to bounce back and get the out to end the inning. 2-0 after 1 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
One Hot and Ready Classic. We actually changed it with...
What?
You've changed, Little Caesars.
You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro! You've changed, Karate Man! How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed! Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the second inning of play. A quick Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Softball picks up the win in Game 1 over Northeast. 4-1, a big win there whenever both these teams trying to make a push towards the chase for the playoffs down the stretch. And now this will bring up the number 9 batter, Peoples, coming to the plate here for the Tigers. Tigers lead at 2-0. Brad mentioned could have been a lot worse as the Indians were able to get out of that bases loaded jam with minimum damage done there. That pitch missing for a ball from Ketchum. Well, with things going on around campus and the weather alerts going on, Dr. Boggs had to step away from the broadcast for a second. As that pitch missing high and outside for a ball. I know the fans of Dr. Boggs are upset right now. They'll probably take to Facebook, to the fans of Dr. Brad Boggs' Facebook page, and voice their concerns. As that pitch missing outside, 3-0 now is the count. Peoples playing in left field here. Figure the red light will be on. It is, and he takes it high for a ball. First walk of the game issued by Ketchum. So now we go back to the top of the lineup here, and Kai Holiday, who singled and was part of that 2-run home run off the bat of Weatherby, who is on deck. So runner at first with no outs after the leadoff walk. And that pitch missing for a ball. So after picking up back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts, Ketchum now struggling to find the strike zone here. Fifth pitch and equals the fifth ball here in the inning. And that one finds the outside corner for a strike. Good job battling back there. Even up the count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. Runner at first. Top of the second, Northeast with a 2-0 lead. Big breaking pitch. Runner goes and nearly hit the pitcher on the throw. That will be a stolen base for Peoples. Swinging strike. And Davis kind of wanted an interference call, but the umpire, and I agree, batter didn't interfere. He just took a healthy chop there that time. 1-2 now is the count. Stolen base for Peoples. There's a ground ball left side. This one will get through for a base hit, and now the runner to advance to third. Second hit of the game there for Holiday. And now this brings up Weatherby, who absolutely destroyed the first pitch he saw in his last at bat. Turned into a 2-run home run. And that's the difference in the game right now. 2-0 is the score. That was the 6th hit of the game for the Tigers. And we're still looking for our first out here in the inning. Runners on the corners. That pitch up high for a ball. So 1-0 the count here. Weatherby the right fielder. Runner goes, there'll be no throw. And that'll be a stolen base there for Holiday. So the count now 1-1. That pitch in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count here to Weatherby. Well, gloomy day here at the ballpark. Not only in the weather-wise, but for ICC fans, just the way the games have gone so far. ICC drops the first one 13-6. Trails game 2 here, 2-0 in the second. This pitch fouled off. 2-2 now is the count. Game 2 scheduled for 7 innings. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at second and third here for the Tigers. And this is going to be a foul ball, and we'll stay at 2-2. Well, as of right now, the most beautiful pageant is still scheduled for tomorrow night. Of course, weather being the number one concern there for people traveling to, during, and traveling after the event. We do invite you to follow us on Twitter at Itawamba CC, as this is a hit to the right side of the field. Right fielder will come underneath, catch it, and they're going to try to see if they can double them up. Throw is going to be not in time, so that will turn into a sacrifice fly for Weatherby, and will be his 3rd RBI of the game. And the Tigers now lead it 3-0. That scored Peoples. Also on the sacrifice, Holiday was able to advance to 3rd. And so with 1 out in the inning, this will bring Bland to the plate. But if the beauty pageant is on for tomorrow, as there's a foul ball for strike 1, it'll be available right here on the Red channel. Let's go ICCTV.com/red. Of course, orientation scheduled tomorrow on the Tupelo campus. Again, follow us on Twitter at Itawamba CC, just in case any changes are made to tomorrow's schedule, either in orientation or the beauty pageant. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter for athletic updates as well at Let's Go ICC. So 1 out, runner at 3rd. Bland at the plate, that pitch in the dirt. Blocked up nicely there for Davis. Bland single, but was erased on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. 2-1 now the count here to Bland. This will be a flare off to the right side. It's going to be a foul ball. And that'll go for strike 2. 2-2 now. The count with 1 out and a runner at 3rd. Top of the second inning. ICC trailing 3-0 here to the Tigers. Two-two pitch, and it's missing low. 3-2 now is the count. So 3-2 the count here to Bland. Pitch on its way, and that's ball 4. Second walk of the game. Second walk of the game issued by Ketchum. And we get the sad news that the concession stand will be closing in the 5th inning. So if you're watching at home, want one of those ICC BSU burgers, you better hurry up. Because Brad said he had a phone call. I have a sneaking feeling that's what he went and got.
Well, you caught me, and I really didn't think she was going to come up here and say that, but I kind of had the sense from Brother Chris, and, man, I was hungry at them.
I don't blame you.
You know, I just went in there and got one of those, well, probably a 1.5 of those BSU burgers. Man, it was good.
So the first pitch goes for a strike. Runners on the corners here with 1 out. This ball hammered but pulled foul.
And that's a good thing that was a long strike, because that would have –
that one rolled to the ditch.
Yeah, that one would have definitely produced, 3 RBIs.
So this is Owen, who had a single his last time up, was left stranded in that first inning. And he chases a bad one there and a break for the Indians.
Yeah, chased, which is, like you said, definitely a break for the Indians and Roe Ketchum there, but he definitely was chasing one out there. Not what he was looking for, but looking for something different. But anyway, had him going. Big out for the Indians. 2 outs now. Still runner at first and third with 3-0 lead here for Northeast.
This is McCoy at the plate. Swings in the first pitch he sees. Fouls it out of play for strike one. That last strikeout was the third of the game for Ketchum. Strikeouts this season being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. They invite you to revisit rewardsextra.com to learn more about their Rewards Extra checking accounts. Got things like cell phone insurance, roadside assistance, over 400,000 discounts. They're part of the Renaissance Bank Rewards Extra checking accounts. There's a check swing, and it's going to go out of play, and 0-2 now is the count to McCoy. Once again, visit rewardsextra.com.
Yeah, got a pitch to play with here, or two, if need be. The main thing we don't want is a pass ball back there. Got some speed over at third. So Riley's either got to block it up or Rose got to keep it up out of the dirt. But got a pitch to give here if need be.
That pitch inside. And a good job there by Davis to slide over and stay in front of it. 1-2 now is the count here to McCoy.
Yeah, took a lot off that one. Had a little break on it and did not hit the batter, thank goodness. And so Riley was able to scoot over there and keep it in front.
1-2 pitch. Outside corner. Called a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
It's a good pitch right there on the outside part of the plate there. Kind of had him almost chasing, but he thought about it just a little bit, had a little hitch there, but did not go. So now you got a 2-2 count, 2's across the board.
There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Only one play, and it's over to first, and that will end the inning. 1-3 on the putout of McCoy. Well, they do get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. 3-0, Northeast with the lead. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning, where to be Gardner, Ware, and Hancock scheduled up for the Indians. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Life's a sport that's full of laughter, the perfect plays, the near disasters. Some days it's tough to know which way to run. So when the game gets out of hand, you need a pal who's got a plan, a friend to help you win while having fun. He knows the score, passing the ball or passing the test. He knows the scoop, how to succeed and how to invest. Always remember, Herbstreit knows best.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning here in Game 2. ICC trailing 3-0 here to Northeast. If you're just now joining us, the Tigers picked up a 13-6 win in the first game of the day. So the Indians trying to bounce back and earn a split here with the Tigers. It'll be Gardner starting us off. Swings in the first pitch he sees, fouls it back. That'll go for strike one.
Yeah, the Indians need to take this opportunity and put some runs on the board here pretty quick, and back Roe Ketchum up here on the mound. He's still throwing this ball right there. Takes ball one, Connor does, in the dirt. But need to get some runs on the board pretty quick here. They 3-0 lead. It's not out of reach by any stretch of imagination, but they need to produce some stuff here.
That pitch missing low, 2-1 now is the count. Real quick, while we got a break in the action, I want to say a happy birthday to Johnson Long. He is the oldest son of SID Blake Long over at Northeast. 6 years old, as there's a shot out to right field, and it's going to be down for extra bases. Gardner going to turn on the afterburners and have a double.
Nobody at second either, but well hit there, well struck by Connor Gardner out to right center. No way to catch that. So leadoff man on here for the Indians, and a double at that in scoring position. So good start to the bottom of the second.
Extra base hits this season being brought to you by Davis Ford. Visit them at 904 West Main Street right here in Fulton, basically right across from us here at the baseball field. You also visit them at davisfordsales.com to experience the Davis Ford difference. Now this will bring up Blaine Ware to the plate. Ware looks at that pitch, high for a ball.
You know, I stepped down a while ago, Adam, and did it. You know, the good thing about the ICC Northeast rivalry is it brings a lot of folks out. We got a good crowd here today. We really do. Good day for baseball. A little cloudy, overcast, but still a good day.
So that pitch missing outside for a ball. Even though it's cloudy, it's still not cold. You know,
not at all. Got a breeze blowing, as we've talked about every now and then, but again, it's not cold. It's just a nice warm day.
Comfortable day.
That's what's going to produce some of that weather that you were talking about earlier in Game 1 that we may have tomorrow. But right now, good day for baseball.
2-0 is the count here to Ware. Runner at second. Ball in the dirt, gets away, and Gardner will head over to third. Wasn't for sure if he was going to be able to get away, then he saw it roll a little bit further. He was able to get down there, so he'll advance on the pass ball.
Yeah, good job by Connor out there to keep his eyes on the ball, ensure that it had gotten far enough past the catcher there for Northeast to advance past Owen. And so he did, and advanced to third. So now you have the runner 90 feet away here to score.
Ware waits the pitch. Taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count here on Ware. Playing first base, batting in that sixth spot here for the Indians. And he's going to draw the walk. Borderline pitch going the way of the Indians there, so ICC now with runners on the corner and Eli Hancock coming to the plate.
Yeah, got a good opportunity here again for the Indians, and that's what we were talking about, or I was talking about last inning, or this inning, I think, when we started. But Indians need to get some runs on the board. They need to strike here, and so now we got a first and third situation with Hancock up, and again, no outs.
Eli in the first game of the day was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Listen to that first pitch low for a ball. So Kahn kind of struggling here. Locating the zone. We saw Ketchum kind of get caught up like that in the previous inning. And so now Kahn a little bit of trouble himself here with runners on the corners and no outs for the Indians. Hancock at the plate. Listen to that pitch outside. 89 missing for a ball. 2-0 now is the count.
You know, it's amazing. And I looked up one time and how quick this radar gun's working. It'll say 89 on the pitch, but it's getting the catcher's throw back to the mic. And so that's 86.
Just fastball in there for a strike.
But then I'll throw a 44 up there because that's the catcher's throw back to the pitcher.
That's probably about my fastball, 44. 2-1 now is the count here to Hancock. This one hammered to the left side. Left fielder's going to give chase, and he's going to try to make a diving catch, but couldn't do so. Or excuse me, sliding catch out there in foul territory. So nothing but a long strike. 2-2 now be the count here on Hancock.
Yeah, it's a tough play out there, especially the closer you get to the fence over there. And so not all you can do with it. And good job out there. Give it chase and good hustle. Unable to get it. So Hancock still at the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. They trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. There's going to be a shot, and the left fielder will run it down. And it's going to turn into a sacrifice fly, though. And the Indians get a run on the board.
Yeah, good job there. That produced a run. So Hancock with the sac fly to the left. Connor Gardner able to tag up there at third. Run in, gets the RBI out of it. So you still have a runner at first, too.
Yeah, big-time job there by the Indians, taking advantage of the pass ball to be able to get that run in. 3-1 now is the score. 1 out, runner at first. Smart play by Northeast to not throw home, but to throw to second and keep the runner out of scoring position. Now this is going to be Drew Capobianco at the plate. And when Drew ain't getting a hit, he's getting hit. And that time he was hit by the pitch. So he will head down to first. Ware will head to second, and now Terrace Meeks will come to the plate here for the Indians.
That's not really what you dialed up. If you're Northeast in that occasion, now you got Ware in scoring position for the Indians. Still only one out with Meeks up, and so you got a runner at first and second here with Meeks up.
Meeks had 2 hits in the first game of the day. Got runners at first and second. Meeks right back to the pitcher and then throws it away. Indians are going to take advantage of the error there. And Meeks will head to second.
Well, what happened there, Kahn fielded it clean, and Northeast was not ready for that, but he was turning to second to throw for the double play. Well, the guy covered second, who would have been the second baseman in that occurrence, was not there. No one was there. Threw him off, so he turns to throw him out at first.
And Meeks has a lot of speed, so
yeah, and made an errant throw. So anyway, now the Indians are able to take advantage of it. 3-2 game with runners at second, third on the run.
Still only one out here in the inning. Martin Knowledge at the plate. Puts that pitch outside for a ball. Yeah, that's one of those, like, they just didn't react to it. The second baseman was kind of standing there. Instead of hustling to the bag, kind of looked at him and waved him off and said, no, no. And then by the time he looked at first, he saw how far Meeks was down the bag that time, and caused him to hit the panic button and cost them an error. Ball in the dirt, blocked up nicely that time by Owen. 2-0 now, the count.
Yeah, so a little momentum here going the Indians' way, which what we need. Got to get back in this game, and we are back in it with still down by 1 and runners at second and third.
Martin Knowledge waits the pitch, and he's hit. Oh, that's on his hand, too. That hurt.
Yeah, that one stung pretty bad. Definitely when it's right on the hands as you're gripping the bat there.
Yeah, and you heard the pop off the microphone there as well. And that's not a pop of leather. That wasn't a pop of metal. That was pop of bone.
Yeah, and so Northeast making a mound visit here, rightfully so. Got the bases loaded. Martin Knowledge, that's going to be his left hand too, so it'll be his glove hand. Doesn't make it any better, by the way. Just we're thinking about throwing and all of that, so it is his glove hand, but I'm sure they're going to take a look at that.
Yeah.
Trainers will probably even want to take a look at it when he gets back over to the dugout.
Well, this is where the Indians want to be right now with Will Verdon coming to the plate. He doubled his last time up off the top of the wall out in center field. In game 1, he also doubled out to the gap off the top of the wall there. So you think if he can just find a little bit more oomph to put into the ball, could really change the way this ball game's looking right now. And I imagine that's what Northeast is wanting to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely taking their time out there. I'm sure they've got somebody in the bullpen. I can't tell down there, but I'm sure they do. I'm sure that's what the coaches out there buying a little time was able to do that. So they're leaving Kahn in at the present time. And Verdon's going to have a shot here with the bases loaded and 1 out.
And so Verdon will dig in, as we said, doubled his last time up. And so Indians trying to at least find a way to come up with a hit here and tie the ball game. Would love to take their first lead of the afternoon. Kahn's pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely for ball 1. First time today we've heard a lot of life out of this ICC crowd.
Yeah, and that was a great job right there by Owen for Northeast. I mean, that would have been a run scored on their part, or our part, excuse me, because you got Capobianco down there at third. So good job by Owen to snag that and keep it from going to the backstop.
Verdon lifts that pitch in there for a strike. 87-mile-per-hour fastball. So Verdon will await the 1-1 offering here. Off speed, high and inside. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, high and inside. Having a few control issues, Kahn is, as we mentioned earlier. And so he's still battling that and trying to work through those issues.
2-1 the count to Verdon. Bases full of Indians here. And that pitch missing low. 3-1 now is the count. Imagine you're probably taking here, even with a strike on you.
Well, to me, if it's down there, down Broadway, and I got Verdung up there, I'm not. But it had to be perfect.
And he's looking at that pitch low, and the Indians walk in the tying run. A big time at bat there, even though he didn't come up with a hit, was patient and was able to find a way to score the run. And now we go to Riley Davis. Davis flew out to center field in his only at bat of the game so far. You've got bases still loaded here for the Indians. Meeks is at third, so you've got a lot of speed in the event of a pass ball or a wild pitch. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball.
You know, and that's going back to Verdung. That's what you want right there. He had the patience to hold off on that. Did not take an errant swing or anything to keep the bat, to keep the at-bat alive. Took it knowing that it was going to be an RBI on that issue and tie the game. That's what he did.
Boy, Davis that time took a healthy swing at that one, but came up empty. 1-1 now is the count. Bases still loaded here as we're in the bottom of the second inning. ICC is pushed across 3 to tie things up. That pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to Riley Davis. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded here for the Indians. Davis at the plate. ICC and Northeast tied at 3. Big healthy swing there, and Davis thinking about doing some damage. Now got to come back and protect the plate here. Don't think about home run, think about contact.
Yeah, that's what we need right now is just put the ball in play. Put the ball in play, see what happens. You got a potential here to at least potentially get 2 RBIs if you get one down in the outfield. So put the ball in play here if you're Riley.
So waiting the 2-2 offering from Kahn. And the pitch in the dirt. Owen scoops that one up, and now we go full at 3-2.
Yeah, good job there again by Owen to backhand that and was able to scoop it up, as you mentioned. Did not have time to get his body out there in front on that fastball, so that was his only play and was able to scoop it, keep a run from scoring.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for out number 2. That is the 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now this will bring up Bryce Capobianco. And we saw the Indians get out of a bases loaded jam with minimum damage done. Can the Tigers return serve here in the bottom of the second and get out of this one without a big inning from the Indians? Bryce Capobianco swings on this one. Center fielder will jog back and collect the out. Well, nice job there rallying by the Tigers to get out of the inning, but a nice job by the Indians to rally to tie the ball game. 3-3 is your score. We're going to take a timeout. Hear from Davis Ford and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Who put this over the front door?
Bobby.
Oh, come on. It was just a joke.
Maybe so, Bobby, but you know what isn't a joke? Small business loans from Renaissance Bank. Renaissance offers a variety of loan programs, which you would already know if you spent less time pranking and more time banking.
You know, I could use a little cash to start my own small business.
I'd say you're liquid enough already.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the top of the 3rd inning. ICC and Northeast tied up at 3. Indians get a 3 spot on the board there in the bottom of the second to tie things up. Both teams had loaded the bases, but just couldn't get the merry-go-round spinning. And so now it will be Foster, Marshall, and Berry scheduled up here for the Tigers in the top of the third inning. If you're just now joining us, ICC softball wins 4-1 in game one over Northeast. The Tigers here in baseball picked up a 13-6 win in the first game of the day. We've got baseball and softball scheduled for Friday. Softball will host Pearl River. Is that pitch in there for a strike? And baseball will hit the road to Pearl River. One now is the count here to Foster, who singled in his last at bat. That pitch just a little outside.
Yeah, you know, if you road catch them here, hopefully you come out with a different mindset. Now that you got the 3 runs, you got the tie ball game, it's basically back to square one where you were in the first inning when you came out. And so, you know, get in there, battle hard, have that different mindset. We're back in this game and throw strikes.
There's a nice off-speed pitch at 71. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Foster playing shortstop for the Tigers. And this one foul back out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs as Foster starting us off. Marshall the DH and Barry the third baseman scheduled up this inning. This one popped up right side, going to have to give chase, and it's going to be dropped in for a double. That was just heads up, great base running there.
Yeah, and it was kind of hit. I mean, it was inside out swing and inside part of the plate. He was just able to muster it out over there, as you kind of call that Bermuda Triangle area, where it just kind of fell where no one could get to. And Drew gave it good chase. Bryce gave it good chase out there. No one could get to it. Just a dead zone out there. It fell. So it's a double. So they lead off the inning now with a double, and you've got Marshall up.
Been 2 or 3 hits like that today for the Tigers that just have dropped in no man's land. And, you know, sometimes when things are going your way, you tend to get those type of breaks, and that was another one there that the baseball gods kind of smiled down on the Tigers with. So no outs and a runner at second. This pitch finds it for a strike, as this is the DH Marshall at the plate. Infield was charging in.
Yeah, you got the corners. They were expecting bunt. Blaine Ware still creeping in over there at first.
That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Verdung hanging back a little bit.
Yeah,
now he's still in on the corner, but he's hanging back.
So 1-1 is the count. No outs. Runner at second here for the Tigers. 3-3 is the score. This ball popped up. Same spot. But this time, Cap was able to get out there and get the out.
Yeah, it hung up just a little bit different and didn't have the distance as that other one had. So Capobianco able to get out there and make the play on that one. Like I said, it was real close on the previous one, but was able to get out there and get the out. So now you got 1 out with Barry up.
Barry struck out swinging to end the first, and his only at bat so far here in game 2. Looks at that pitch, high for a ball.
Still got folks walking into the stadium here out in the Roy Crescent Field, so it's filling up.
1-0 is the count. Oh, nice off-speed pitch at 70, and he said he committed to the swing. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Had him off. 1-1 count here. So Ketchum's battling out there with a runner at second, runner in scoring position again, as we want to remind everybody, only 1 out.
Ketchum checking the runner. And it's going to step off and look him back. That's Foster, who doubled to start the inning. Oh, nice pitch there. A little bit of a slurve that came in at 69 miles per hour and makes it a 1-2 count now.
Yeah, he's ahead in the count, so can afford to waste a pitch if need be. Again, be careful with that wasting a pitch. You don't want the runner to advance to third. Good pitch.
There's strike 3. Write him up for a citation. That curveball didn't have a blinker.
That was basically the same style pitch in a sense there, and just had him fooled again. No, did not draw a swing. So on a 68 mile per hour pitch there in a breaking pitch, got the K.
That is his 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Visit rewardsextra.com to learn more about Renaissance Bank's Rewards Extra checking account. Renaissance Bank, our proud sponsor of our strikeouts this season. As that first pitch missing for a ball. This is Peoples, who walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the top of the 2nd inning. That pitch in the dirt blocked up nicely there by Davis, runner unable to advance.
Yeah, good job by Riley. Of course, do have 2 outs, but again, you don't want that runner to advance to third. So good job getting down there and blocking that pitch up and keeping it in front of him.
So 2-0 the count here to the left fielder, Peoples. Took a healthy swing at that one, misses. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, kind of a change-up style pitch there. Had him out in front. 71 mile per hour pitch, so had his timing off. Good pitch there, so 2-1 count.
This one popped up, popped back, and out of play. 2-2 is the count. Brad, the move you made there, I thought you was going to try to catch the ball.
Well, I was thinking about doing that. It was coming back at us here, and I thought I might step up and grab it, but
just a little bit too high.
A little bit too high.
So 2-2 now is the count. Runner at second will take their lead. Pitch coming, grounder, shortstop. Eats it up, throws across the way, is in time for the out. Indians pitch around a leadoff double and still 3-3 as we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning where to be Gardner, Ware, and Hancock scheduled up for the Indians. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This is you right now. You're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone too.
Coming right up. Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the bottom of the 3rd inning for ICC. It's going to be Gardner, Ware, and Hancock scheduled up. Real quick score update. It's 1-0 ICC in the 1st inning against Northeast in softball. Also want to give a shout out to Daniel Rowland. Not really Daniel, more than Eva May, who I hope is watching right now. As this is going to be Gardner, the DH, starting us off here.
Kind of had a big double his last up to bat shot out there to right between center and right field there, and stand-up double.
That first pitch goes to the back of the screen. Nobody on base to worry about there. Ball 1. That pitch high and inside. Ball 2. 2-0 now is the count here. That one upstairs at 87. So 2-0 count to Gardner. Now make it 3-0. It's just couldn't quite come back and find the zone there. Taking the whole way that time was Gardner. He finds the strike zone in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. This is still Jackson Kahn on the hill here. And that's going to be ball 4, so a nice at bat there by Gardner. He started the second inning off to get on base for the Indians. Now starting the third inning off and doing the same. So now this will be Ware coming to the plate, who walked and scored a run. Part of that 3-run second inning for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the third, 3-3 is the score. That pitch up a little bit for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Ware. Runner at first with no outs. 3-3 contest here in game 2. Oh, healthy swing and a miss there by Ware. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Indians again with leadoff batter on. Again, drew the walk there. So another opportunity here to produce a run and take the lead.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch from Kahn. And Ware couldn't hang off the high heat there at 86. And now 1-2 is the count.
You got to have a little more patience, you would hope, at this at bat, at any at bat, but especially with that when you've got an opportunity. Now you got to protect the plate. You got to shorten up and try to put the ball in play everywhere.
Instead, swinging the outside pitch, and he'll go down for the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Kahn. And now this will bring up Hancock, who had a sacrifice fly in his last at bat. Of course, that sacrifice fly is being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for your sins. That's the ICC BSU. And now Hancock, the left fielder, going to try to get the bats rolling here for the Indians. 1 out and a runner at first, and Kahn is trying to get some direction from the dugout and looks at his shortstop, and the shortstop kind of looks him off and shrugs his shoulder and said, okay.
Yeah, not sure what that was about.
As this pitch popped up, back, and out of play for strike 1. Right here on top of us in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. You can contribute to ICC Baseball by becoming a member of the Indian Club. You can do so by visiting iccms.edu/Indian Club. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. There's a shot, and the third baseman dives for it, comes up empty, and that's going to go for a single.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting right there by Hancock, as I kind of call it just slap hitting in a sense. You see it in softball style, but not exactly a softball style hit there, but just put the bat out there on it and drove it past the third baseman there again. And so good job of hitting, put the bat to the ball, and runners at first and second, 1 out now, 1 out with Drew Capobianco.
So Drew was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the second inning. Really love to help give the Indians their first lead of the day here with a base hit. Instead, they're going to look the runner back to second. 3-3 is your score. We're in the bottom of the third. 1 out. Drew Capobianco at the plate. That pitch low and outside for a ball.
Yeah, good eye. Don't want to be overly aggressive up there to where you're swinging at balls. You got to wait for a strike. We know kind of Kahn's history where he's been. Sometimes he has struggled in the innings, so don't want to give him anything, give him any pitches. So got to have a good eye and be patient. Oh,
that one nearly hits him again, and the runners will advance on the wild pitch.
I mean,
I think I'm on Drew. I just head down to first and make the umpire call me back.
That was behind him. I mean, Drew didn't really even flinch. I mean, he didn't have a chance to flinch much. And wow,
that was one of those maybe natural reaction of not wanting to be hit by that hard of a pitch, making you kind of move out of the way a little bit.
So again, as I said, Kahn has a history of kind of getting a little wild, and he did pull a strike there.
That pitch finds the corner of the plate for strike 1. More fans coming into the contest here as anticipated as we got later into the evening.
Got a good crowd out here.
So Cap waiting for the pitch. Oh, that pitch must have been up a little bit. Looked pretty good. 3-1 now is the count here to Drew Capobianco.
Drew, at this point, it's got to be perfect. Got to be one of those perfect pitches if you're going to swing. You got a 3-1 count.
And that's going to be ball 4. That one drift inside. And walks, it was an issue in game 1 for ICC. Starting to become an issue here in game 2 for the Tigers. That is the 5th walk of the evening here in game 2. And now this will be Terrace Meeks. Meeks reached on a throwing error by the pitcher. And his only at bat here so far in game 2. For the second straight inning now, the Indians have bases loaded, this time with 1 out. So Kahn waiting the pitch. That one outside, blocked up nicely there by Owen. I tell you what, Owen has been busy behind the plate here in game 2.
Yeah, Kahn needs to thank Owen, especially for that one right there. That one was a tough pitch to block. He was able to get out there and block that, saved a run definitely. So good job there by Owen. Good eye by Meeks.
Meeks hammers this one, but it's going to be foul into the parking lot. 1-1 now is the count. Didn't hear any oohs and ahs, so apparently it didn't hit a vehicle. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases full of Indians here. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. ICC looking to take their first lead of the doubleheader here. And Meeks fouling this one back, and now the count goes 1-2.
Yeah, good job for Kahn to battle back there now and even the count at 2-2. So, I thought it was 2-2. I was wrong. It's 1-2. Still a good job by Kahn.
So he was able to battle back, especially after kind of struggling to find the zone a little bit.
Dozed off for a while there.
Time taken by the batter. Count will stay 1-2 with 1 out and bases full of Indians. Bottom of the 3rd inning here in game 2. And the pitch. They're going to ring him up on strike 3. Tough pitch there, but it's going to be the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. That's a big one with 2 outs now.
Yeah, that one had to just catch the outside part of the plate. Of course, took something off of it. Like I say, just had to catch the outside part of the plate. Of course, you know, if you got 2 strikes, you got to be up there protecting the plate. You got to be up there batting, at least try to foul it off if you can. So anyway, back to the top of the lineup with Martin Olich.
Martin Olich so far 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Takes that first pitch outside for a ball. The Tigers trying to get out of this jam here, and this is a place where ICC has struggled this season and is coming up with timely hits with bases loaded.
Yeah, bases juiced again. Still for the Indians, it really you hate to not get out of this with at least pulling a run or 2 out of this.
That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to the shortstop, Martin Olich.
Good eye there on his part. Again, of course, he was hit by pitch last time. Good to see him still in the game after taking that tough pitch there off of his hand, basically. Again, still good to see Martin Olich in there.
So 2-0 pitch coming. That one finds the strike zone on the inside corner. 2-1 now. The count to Martin Olich. Indians trying to earn the split here with the Tigers this evening. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd. Martin Olich at the plate. Swings on this one, fouls it back, and this one's going to get out of play. 2-2 will be the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 3rd. ICC trying to take their first lead of the contest and of the doubleheader this afternoon against the Tigers. Waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Kahn. And the pitch. Hammered and foul once again.
Caught a tree.
Caught a tree, and I think Coach Ball caught the ball.
It may be.
Nothing she can't do.
No, she's got it.
But one thing she can't do is listen to two guys that tell her to go home when she has the opportunity. That's about the only thing she can't do.
She's dedicated.
I don't need you to tell her that because she'll make me pay for that comment.
She is dedicated.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases still loaded here for the Indians. Martin Knowledge battling, trying to find a way to win this at-bat here.
Yeah, good at bat here by Martin Knowledge. Good battling, and again, hopefully trying to find that pitch that he can drive.
Kahn's pitch. Ooh. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Kahn, coming back on the inside and finding back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts to get out of that bases-loaded jam. We played 3, and we're still tied at 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 4th inning. 3-3 is the score here in Game 2 between ICC and Northeast. Of course, softball, they're on the road at Northeast. They're up 1-0 in the top of the 1st. Well, that was the last report we got, was in the top of the 1st inning. And the 1-2-3 batters are due up here for the Tigers, as Holiday has had the hot bat here in Game 2. As he is 2 for 2 with a run scored and a stolen base. Starting to hear some life out of the dugout over there for the Tigers, as that pitch missing for a ball.
Yeah, Roe Ketchum still on the mound for the Indians.
This time comes back on the inside. Holiday jammed up on that one, swing and miss. 1-2 now. The count here to the center fielder, Holiday. So Ketchum getting the signal and delivers. That pitch high and inside. 2-2 now is the count here to Holiday.
Not a bad pitch right there on a 1-2 count. Just see if you can chase something.
There's going to be a grounder to the third baseman. Throwing the dirt, and it's going to get away, and that's going to be an error on the play that'll allow the runner to head to second.
Well, Holiday runs like a deer.
Yes.
And I'm just going to tell you, I mean, he does. Of course, he plays center field, but he's got some wheels behind him back there, and it was going to be a tough play. It was a chopper down there to third. Tough play anyway. You don't know. You know, sometimes you go ahead and try to make the throw. It could have been close, but errant throw there on the Indians' part. So got a single, ends up Holidays at second now due to the error.
And now this will be Weatherby coming to the plate. He had a 2-run home run in his first at bat, and then a sacrifice fly out to right field in his previous at bat. So he's got 3 RBIs so far here in Game 2. And all 3 runs belong to him on the board for the Tigers. You got Speedy Holiday at second, so you got to keep in mind when he's on the bags where he's at.
Yeah, and anything down in the outfield, they sending him home.
Yeah. Anything that might be just caught out, unless it's the left fielder. If it goes center field right side. It's probably going to be a tag up for Holiday as well. He does have blistering speed out there. 2-0 is the count to Weatherby, who is playing right field here in game 2. That pitch up high, 3-0 now, is the count to Weatherby.
Not any action that I can see down there in the ICC bullpen yet. Not saying there needs to be at this point, but got a 3-0 count here. If you roll, you got to battle back, got to dig deep.
And that pitch looked low, but called a strike, 3-1, as Weatherby was taking the whole way that time.
You had to think about it. Umpire.
Yep. So 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner at second. And that'll be a walk.
This will give us a first and second now situation. No outs for Northeast. And that brings up your number 3 batter in the lineup, Bland.
Bland is 1 for 1 with the walk. That was the 3rd walk of the game issued by Ketchum. He singled but was erased on a fielder's choice back in the 1st inning. So runners at first and second here. No outs. Going to show bunt. And a little off-speed breaking pitch at 63 up high for a ball.
Of course, in a bunting situation now, Verdun has to stay back to cover third. So that means Roe Ketchum has everything from the mound over toward third to the foul line. So
set pitch high for a ball. And you got a guy like Bland who also has really good speed in the batter's box. So if he can lay something down close to the third baseline, it could very easily load the bases up here for the Tigers. But with 2-0 now, doesn't show bunt, swings at it, fouls it back out of play. 2-1 now is the count. Maybe just wanted to make him think about the bunt for a second.
Well, and it's not a bad idea there. You got no outs. You got speed on the bases. I'm not saying that it would be a bad idea by any stretch of the imagination for Northeast.
So waiting the 2-1 pitch. Grounder just going to get through. And they're going to ask Holiday to score from second. He will with ease. And the throw is going to be cut off. And the Tigers reclaim the lead.
Yeah, again, you had Blaine Ware playing in over there on the corner. So not as much reaction time for him to react, to move to his right to catch that ground ball. Had he been playing back further, possibly he could have stopped that one from getting into the outfield. So anyway, it's where you position your defense. He didn't bunt. He laid down a good ground ball hit there, took down the first base side.
And now this will be Owen at the plate, who is catching here in game 2 and takes that first pitch for a strike. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. And he has been extremely busy behind the plate here. As he looks at that pitch, fouls it off. And
goodness,
one of the Northeast coaches kind of just took a little tumble to get out of the way of that one.
Well, it was a nice little shot coming down there.
Yeah.
Hit it his way, and it took a nice hop up. So he just fell back to get away from it. But Owen did a good job of going with the pitch there. It was a breaking pitch. Now that one was in the dirt. Good job by Riley to keep the runners at bay.
They're going to appeal to say if he went. He did not. Good call. 1-2 now is the count. So 4-3 is your score. We're in the top of the 4th inning here. Game 2, scheduled for 7. Runners at first and second with no outs. Fastball, 83 inside for a ball.
Yeah, and that was dangerous. Riley did a good scoop there. It was a dangerous pitch, I guess. Not dangerous on Riley's end. He did what he could with it. Easily could have advanced the runners to second and third.
And Ketchum going to step off here. And the pitch fouled off, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Yes, able to get a piece of it. It was close there, and was able to reach out there and just get a piece of that pitch, and stays alive with a 2-2 count.
The umpire brought in 2 balls and Davis didn't like any of them and chunked them out quickly, and home plate umpire kind of just shook his head at him and said, hey, you're going to have to play with the baseball, so pick one. So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Ketchum. Grounder, third baseman, finds it, will step on the bag for one to throw across the way, is not in time. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Owen. That retires Weatherby. Bland to second. Owen will be at first, and there's one out. Boy, that could have been a great Little Caesars double play there for the Indians. Unfortunately, just couldn't cash in on that one.
Yeah, that was set up to be a good double play situation because the ground ball was hit toward the bag on third. Verdun was right there on the bag, was able to step on the bag, made the throw to first. It just pulled Ware off. So, again, not able to get the out there, or the double play, but did get the lead runner out.
Now this is McCoy at the plate, who is 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice in the first, and then grounded back out to the pitcher to end the second. Swings wildly at that first pitch for strike one. And a little off speed there at 69, swung on and missed. 0-2 now is the count.
Still had him out in front, and so he just kind of had that little hack out there to had him off balance. His timing's been off with that off-speed pitch. So 2 good pitches there to get it to 0-2 if you row catcher.
0-2 pitch, breaking pitch, grounder, and it's going to be stopped up by the shortstop, and a smart play just to eat that one, and a good piece of hitting there by McCoy.
Yeah, again, hit right between short and third. You talked about it, finding that no man's land, that Bermuda Triangle. Well, they found it right there as far as on the infield portion because there was no play, that Martin Olich could have made. I mean, he could have thrown it, but again, we could have had an errant throw as we did earlier and had an error, and then a run could have scored. He ate it, as you mentioned, and so stopped it, did not score a run, 1 out here. Indians need a double play.
And this is Foster at the plate, and he's brought trouble, and trouble is called a bat. He's 2 for 2 with a double. Doubled in his last at bat, takes that first pitch, missing low for a ball. Bases loaded. 1 out. Nice off-speed pitch on the outside.
Yeah, he's had Northeast on that one all day long. That off-speed change-up style pitch that he has thrown on the outside part of the plate. They have not been able to catch up with that one at all today.
This time comes inside with 82. Missing for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, it's just been a good mixture there and a good placement. Roe Ketchum's done a good job of hitting his spots on that one.
In the dirt for a ball. 3-1 now. The count, and Ketchum's got to come back and find the zone here, and the dangerous batter is going to be a situation where if he finds something he can swing on, could be trouble here for the Indians.
Yeah, there's no spots allowed. All bases are full, as we mentioned, so nowhere to put him. Got a 3-1 count.
And he comes back in with the fastball at 82, inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, and fully expected. It may not have been his pitch. He may have been taken just because it wasn't that perfect pitch. Now he's wide open.
There's a grounder. Pitcher finds it. It's going to come home with it, and he makes the play.
Yeah, good job there by Rowe. He fielded it clean, able to turn around, keep his composure, and make a good throw to home to Riley Davis to get that lead out there. So kept it at a 4-3 lead for Northeast. Now 2 outs.
So fielder's choice will still leave the bases loaded here, and a tough play there and a good play by Ketchum. And looks like Coach Collier wanting to come out and talk to his pitcher here. They don't really have anybody getting loose in the bullpen. So
he's sending somebody down there now. Looks like J-Dub may be going down there now. But no one has been warming up in the bullpen.
Let's take a quick timeout and be back with more right after this.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back. No changes appear to be made here as the home plate umpire breaking up the powwow there on the mound. Indians with 2 outs. Bases still loaded here. And Marshall coming to the plate, who is 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a pop-up to the second baseman. That was out in right field, basically.
Yeah, the mound visit, basically, of course, it did send some activity down there for the Indians in the bullpen, so they're getting loose. There's got someone down there getting loose for the Indians. Yeah, fouled that one back there on first pitch. Strike 1 now on Marshall.
That one actually hit the pole that's holding up the netting behind home plate. So that goes for strike 1. Marshall at the dish. He's the DH here in game 2. Bases loaded here for the Tigers, 4-3. Northeast with the lead. That pitch missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, you know, Northeast got ICC. They were able to prevent us when we had bases loaded to get out of, and they got out of the inning basically. And of course, for us to escape this inning if we could with just 1 run on the board added to it would be a big accomplishment.
This pitch fouled back and out of play. We'll go to 1-2 now with that strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Ketchum trying to do his best Houdini impression here and get out of this inning with no damage done. Awaiting the 1-2 offering. Ketchum finally gets one he likes. And the pitch. And it's missing low for a ball. 2-2 now. The count here.
Not a bad pitch there, not a bad placement at all by Rowe. So again, just still ran it to 2-2. Wasn't necessarily in the dirt, just didn't get him to chase it. Riley's going to take a little mound visit out here. I think they're going to talk things over.
It might have been one they didn't really
expect.
Yeah.
Miscommunication possibly on their signs and signals that they have. I don't know. Of course, you got a runner at second, obviously, with the bases loaded. So signs and signals kind of change up when you get that runner at second to hopefully prevent them from picking up the reading the pitches and feeding them back to the batter.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here for the Tigers. Ketchum on the hill trying to find that 3rd out of the inning. Boy, to be a big time here if he can find a Renaissance Bank strikeout as he's set to deliver. Instead, that pitch goes inside. 3-2 will be the count now here to Marshall.
Yeah, good eye on Marshall's part right there. That fastball kind of ran in on the inside part of the plate, was off the plate just a little too far inside to call it strike. So full count, so we're going to see who gives here.
Runners will be in motion on the pitch. And this one popped up. And center fielder will squeeze it for the out. Big time clutch out there for the Indians as they get out of that bases loaded jam with no damage done. However, they do score 1 run before loading the bases, and they lead it 4-3. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors, including Renaissance Bank, and be back with more right after this.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh dear, stay away from the new rug.
The homecoming game is next Friday, and no one has even asked me yet.
Sydney, do you want my advice?
Of course, Kirk.
I'd open up an account with Renaissance Bank. With their Rewards Extra Checking program, you get great discounts from top retailers.
That's gonna help me get a date?
No, but it's gonna help you buy that outfit you really wanted so you can go to that cool new concert instead.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC trailing Northeast here in game 2 by the score of 4-3. After 2 complete in softball, it's ICC leading 1-0 over Northeast. Get Twitter updated for everybody real quick. And it'll be Will Verdon starting us off here. In the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Verdon, Davis, and Capobianco. Bryce Capobianco, that is. As Verdon looks at that first pitch, paints the outside corner for a strike.
And Kahn's still out on the mound for Northeast, so both starting pitchers, when they've had their difficulties, they've run into some trouble, but both have still gone back out on the mound.
And that one missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Of course, ICC does have a little activity in their bullpen. I can't tell if Northeast does or not. I'm going to say they probably do.
Kahn that time zips it outside at 86, missing for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Verdon doubled off the wall. He walked and drove in a run with a bases loaded walk. And now it's worked to count in his favor at 3-1.
Yeah, good eye. Not overly aggressive there to swing at bad pitches, so very patient. Still needs to be that way on this 3-1 pitch.
And he looks at that one missing low for a ball. Second time he will walk today. That is going to be the 6th walk issued in the game for Kahn. And this is going to be Riley Davis coming to the plate. Davis 0 for 2 on the day, struck out swinging in the second. He's also flown out to center. Snap throw over to first, no tag applied. Davis awaiting the pitch here from Kahn. Takes a healthy swing at that one, but misses. 0-1 the count now here to Davis. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner at first. Indians trailing 4-3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Fastball high at 85.
Yeah, good eye there.
So 1-1 now is the count. Verdon started the inning off with a walk. He's at first base. Davis looks at that pitch outside, blocked up nicely there by Owen. Keep the runner at first base. Yeah. 2-1 now the count.
Owen again battling back there, Adam, as he has all day, and done a great job behind the plate to keep the runners at bay and keep them from advancing.
So waiting the 2-1 pitch. That one right down the middle, and Davis knew he let a good one get by him there.
Yeah, I must have been expecting a different one. Of course, when you get to guessing back there sometimes, if you do, and you're starting to guess at which pitch he's going to throw and all of that, then it can take you off balance. It can take your timing off, or you can guess wrong, and so it just throws you off. So anyway, you got a 2-2 count, got to protect the plate.
Runner goes. A little hit and run action here, and now the runners have to get back as the ball in foul territory. Catcher will go back and makes the play.
Yeah, good communication out there because, like you say, Verdon had stolen and took off, and he was trying to steal, or I don't see it being a hit and run situation right there. So he was stealing, and of course, Riley made a little contact, fouled it back, and they communicated with him to get back. So he stopped and was able to get back to first base and prevent a double play action there. So we got one out now with Bryce Capobianco.
Bryce 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to center field. Indians with a tying run at first. Snap throw over to first, not in time as Verdon dives back safely. Ball in the dirt. Again, Owen blocking that one up nicely. 1-0 is the count. So Kahn still on the hill here, battling for the Tigers. Saw Davis Oswalt go the distance in 9 innings in game 1 for Northeast. It's another snap throw to first, not in time.
Yeah, trying to keep Verdun close over there and keep check on him.
1-0 is the count here to Capobianco. Grounder, and the second baseman won't be able to get to it.
Yeah, got through, diving, tried to make a diving play there and wasn't able to do that. So single out to right field there by Bryce. It's going to bring up Connor Gardner.
It's only the 4th hit of the game for the Indians. 9 for the Tigers. And this is going to be Gardner. He started the second inning off with a double. The Indians would love to see a carbon copy of that one here, because then we'd have a tie contest. So Gardner awaiting the pitch here from Kahn. That one outside and gets away, and will take an ICC hop off the wall and allow the runners to advance on the wild pitch.
Yeah, Owens had a tough day back there, as we've indicated, and had to move around and keep the ball from going to the backstop. And that was on the fastball there, and it just was not able, he wasn't able to get out there to catch it. So wild pitch there, able to get the runners advanced to now second and third with only 1 out.
Now the Indians would really love to see that double he had in his first at bat, because then they'd be leading the game. Instead, how about we get a home run? Yes, sir! A 3-run shot off the bat of Gardner. And he absolutely tattooed that one, knocked it off the power pole out there, or the light pole, I should say, out there in left field. And the Indians add 3, and they lead for the first time today.
Yeah, that was another no-doubter there. Of course, we've seen Northeast hit a few of those today, and now ICC, Connor Gardner hit a no-doubter right there. I mean, it was off the bat, we knew it. So that does pull the Indians into the lead now with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th with a 6-4 lead.
Well, that was one, that was all power, because that one did not have a high arching shot. That was just on a rope and put out of the ballpark. And you see, of course, I know you can't, but Brad, I'm kind of telling you this, and you probably can't see it anyway, but where the 2 boxes are on the power pole or the light pole out there in left field, it hit about 10 foot up above that. So it was not only on a rope, but it was an absolute shot out there to left field.
I'm wondering what your comment was about I couldn't see anyway, and I'm standing here. I think I know what that was. I get that. I take that.
It was an urge for you to go visit the folks at Cagle Eye Center.
Blaine Ware sends a flare out there to that's going to drop to right field, so he's going to pull in a single.
I don't know if the right fielder just lost that one and couldn't find it off the bat. It kind of stopped and it dropped in front of him. So that's 3 straight hits now for the Indians. And this will bring up Eli Hancock to the plate with 1 out, runner at first, and the Indians leading 6-4. And Hancock's going to hammer one. Second baseman finds it. Going to toss to second. To throw over is in time for the Little Caesars double play. 4-6-3. But the Indians do hang a 3 spot on the board thanks to the bat of Connor Gardner, who blasted a 3-run home run out to left field. The Indians lead it for the first time today, 6-4. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance, it should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leads it 6-4 as we head here to the top of the 5th inning. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs bringing you this action. And first time today the Indians have led in this doubleheader. And Brad, a big inning there and a big swing of the bat by Gardner.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. Indians needed that life going into him. Connor did a great job there at the plate. You were talking about a possible 2 RBI scenario. Well, he got 3. So now the Indians have a 2-run lead with Roe Ketchum still on the mound. Got to provide some confidence for him out there. He's done good to keep him in as he takes ball 1 there. But he's done good to keep us in the game at this point. Got to go out there with confidence and throw strikes.
Well, this pitch is going to be popped up, and second baseman is going to drift back in shallow right field and squeeze it for out number 1. That was Barry at the plate. And now this will bring up the number 9 batter, Peoples, who is 0 for 1 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Peoples playing in left field. Got a good look at that Connor Gardner home run as he just turned around and watched it leave the ballpark. As he looks at that first pitch missing low for a ball. Clouds continue to increase here at the ballpark. There's going to be a dribbler, and Martin Knowledge will come up with it. The throw is not going to be in time. Heck of an effort there by Marty, as that will go for a single.
Yeah, not much you can do. I mean, he did all you could do with it, and it was what I kind of call that Derek Jeter move out there where, he was able to go to his right, backhand the ground ball there. And, of course, it's a tough play for a shortstop because you got to pop up and throw it, unable to get your footing. So he just kind of does that Derek Jeter throw over to first. The throw was on line, just not quite in time.
And so a 1-out single. That's the 10th hit of the game for the Tigers. And there's a reason why it's called that Derek Jeter type play, because there's very few people can make that play. And one of them that did it consistently, well, ironically enough, was named Derek Jeter.
Yes, I saw him do it many a time on TV, and definitely a great play there, or plays that he made at short. Hall of Famer. There's one to cut off the end of the bat. It could be a double play for the Indians. Oh, they're going to call him.
They're going to call him out. Said it was on the exchange.
Yeah.
And that'll be a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout.
Yeah, the ball was kind of hit sharply off the end of the bat there, 2 second, but it was right at second again. Indians an opportunity to turn a double play. That was a good opportunity, unable to. Still had a little miscues there in the exchange. A while ago it was Verdung stepping on third and throwing over. So a little miscues, but gets the second out of the inning, and now that gets you up with Owen. Is that no?
This is going to be Weatherby.
Weatherby, I'm sorry.
Weatherby coming to the plate. Holiday is at first. Tons of speed over there at first base. Weatherby, he's been a tough out for the Indians. Matter of fact, the only time he's gotten out so far in this game, it was still a productive out because it was a sacrifice fly. So 2-0 is the count here to the right fielder Weatherby. He had a 2-run home run in the first inning. Sacrifice fly to right. In the second, he walked but was erased on a fielder's choice on his previous at bat. This one hammered. This is going to be down to the gap, and this should put a runner at third for the Tigers.
Definitely, yeah. It's Holiday running.
And then Holiday wisely turned to look back, and the ball had gotten away from Martin Knowledge for a second. But Martin Knowledge found it quick enough to get him to head back to third. And a big hit there. And so now it looks like we may be having a call to the bullpen. Let's take a timeout here, a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide!
Complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears.
Well, that shows you what I know. I thought we was going to have a pitching change, so I queued up one of our longer commercials. And, well, Dr. Gabe, I'll be sure and come back to that. The next chance I have there is we're going to stay with Ketchum here.
Oh, excuse me, I could have helped you there. Good, one of those good off-speed pitches again from Ketchum on the outside part of the plate, and that had is that Bland?
This is Bland, who is 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a walk.
Front.
Runner goes. This is going to be fouled into the parking lot. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, so kind of a fastball there back on the outside part of the plate, Rose fastball. So mixed him up. So you got runners at first and third now, 2 outs, 0-2 count. K here would be huge for the Indians to get out of this with no damage because you've got major speed there at third. So anything down is going to get Holiday in.
And that pitch missing for a ball.
And a pass ball, too, saying that is definitely going to get Holiday in. So if you're Riley Davis and Roe Ketchum, you've really got to be on your toes over here, as well as watch what kind of pitch you're throwing to ensure that nothing gets past Davis, gets behind him.
1-2 pitch on the way, and it does get away, and the runners will advance.
You know, and that's what we were just sitting here talking about. And you can't get yourself, especially you're up in the count. You're up 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and you just can't throw a wild pitch like that at that point. I'm going to credit that as a wild pitch, not a pass ball. You know, I mean, you knew the speed that you have at third, but that would have scored probably a lot of folks anyway besides Holiday. Just not a good time there. But there again, put it behind you. Indians still have a run, still have the lead, 6-5. 2-2-2-2 now. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Bland at the plate. 2 for 2 today with the walk. And that one's going to get away from him, and the runner will advance again.
I'm going to call that one a pass ball.
Yep. That one shut off the shin guard of the catcher there, and now the tying run is at third base here.
Yeah, you got the tying run now 90 feet away, and a full count. May have been some mix-up. I don't know on the pitch there whether there was or not. As far as Riley, if he was expecting fastball, but
there's a shot to the shortstop, scoops it up. He's going to have to throw it across the way, dug up out of the dirt, and scooped up there, 6-3 on the putout, and the Indians will escape the inning with the lead. 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Trav!
This is you, right? Like, you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up.
Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a pitching change here for the Tigers, and that first pitch across for a strike. This pitching change being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent. Ricky Murphy, he says when you're ready to make the call, either to sell your current home, maybe move to your next dream home, pick up a summer home if you want to. Give Ricky Murphy a call or visit him there at Tommy Morgan Realtors. You can find him on Facebook at TM Realtor Ricky Murphy. Brad, tell us about the new pitcher.
Yes, you got Drew Capobianco up the plate, 1-2 count there on Drew. Jake Reeder out of Pontotoc, played ball out there at North Pontotoc High School. 9 appearances on the year, 2 wins, 1 loss, 16 2/3 innings pitched. Drew strikes out there. Jake Reeder gets the first out, gets a K there from Drew. 24 hits on 16 runs, 12 base on balls, 14 Ks, make that 15 now, and with an 8.10 ERA.
And now this will be Meeks coming to the plate, who struck out looking in his previous at-bats, also reached on an error. That Reeder name is a popular one out there in the Pontotoc County area. Mainly, South Pontotoc, North, and regular Pontotoc, even though it's not necessarily referred to as regular Pontotoc, but I figure if you call North and South, you got to have a name for the other one. So 2-0 is the count here to Meeks, the center fielder. Hammers this one, but it's going to go foul. 2-1 now is the count. Softball opening it up a little bit over there in Boonville. Bases were loaded, and Haley Moody stepped up and cleared them with a triple to give ICC a 5-0 lead. And I believe they've tacked on another run since then, trying to get the sweep there of Northeast on the road. That pitch missing in the dirt. 3-1 now is the count here to Meeks. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. This game's scheduled for 7. ICC leading 6-5.
Yeah, 3-1 count here. Meeks takes a cut, going to foul it back. On top of us again.
Yep. Well, the way the catcher was looking, I didn't know if it was going to get on the canopy area above us, because Northeast is set up down there on the ground, and we've had a couple of close calls there before. Yeah. And that's how you could mess up some equipment.
Yeah, there's a little gap, like you say, in between the netting and the tin canopy we have here, the canopy, and that table sitting down there where you and I have sat before, and sometimes you look straight up and you see that ball coming down there toward all that expensive equipment is not a pleasant experience, I don't imagine.
It's one of those that I have to make a quick decision. Do I want to deal with Tim Center and HR for workman's comp, or do I want to deal with Tyler Kemp for broken equipment? As that pitch missing low for a ball, and it'll be a walk to Meeks. So now we go to the top of the lineup here in Martin Knowledge, who is 0 for 2 with a walk today. And yes, it is a 6-0 lead now for softballs. There's going to be a shot out to the right field. Right fielder, those able to come in and make the play.
Yeah, Martin Ollins just kind of stuck the bat out there and had just enough on it that it was able to get out to the right fielder. He kind of took a step back first and then was able to come in and make the catch. And not enough, too much. Had a little less off of it. It would have got down and been a single, runners at first and second. But 2 outs, and that brings up Verdon.
Verdon on the evening is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. He does have a double. That was all the way back in the first inning. That was nearly a home run. He doubled to the deepest part of the park and bounced off the top part of the fence out there. Runner goes. Throw is not in time.
Yeah, good jump out there by Meeks. Of course, we know Meeks has some speed on him, and good jump right there with 2 outs, able to steal a base. Indians would love to tack on another run here. And so now you got a runner in scoring position with 1 ball, no strikes here on Verdon.
So Verdon trying to extend the inning. There is 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking pitch that falls out too far that time. 2-0 now is the count here to Verdon. So 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. Verdon at the plate, runner at second. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. So waiting 3-0 pitch, you feel like the red light will be on here for Verdon. And it was. Finds the strike zone there at 84. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, got to be looking for that perfect pitch here. We always talk about on a 3-1 count. So looking for that perfect pitch. Don't go out chasing anything. You still got another strike on you. So got to be that perfect one that you want in there that you know you can drive.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here to Verdon. Jams him a little bit. Powers this one out, and the center fielder's going to go over and make the play, a step onto the warning track. So the Indians couldn't get a run back there in the bottom part of the inning. It's still 6-5 ICC as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, roll Trav!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher in the game here for the Indians. And this call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. Brad, what you got on the new pitcher?
Yeah, I got Will Verdun coming in. Of course, he starting third baseman, moved over to the mound. Right-handed freshman out of Corinth, played his high school ball at Corinth High School. Does have 6 appearances on the year with no wins, 3 losses. Does have a save to his credit, 13 2/3 innings pitched, 24 hits, 15 runs, 10 base on balls, 15 Ks with a 5.27 ERA.
That first pitch in there for a strike as he's being greeted by Owen, McCoy, and Foster. And this shot, diving stop by the shortstop, throw across the way is there in time.
Great play over there by Martin Knowles. Again, a backhand. Didn't take him as far over into the hole, which was good, so he was able to just turn the backhand that one and pop up and throw it. Good clean throw, got the out.
So now this will bring up McCoy to the plate, who singled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Did reach on the fielder's choice back in the first and grounded out to the pitcher to end the second. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 6-5 is your score. Indians with the lead. Top of the 6th. This one's scheduled for 7. So that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Well, it is a save situation here for Verdun. That pitch missing low and outside. Now 3-0 is the count.
Yes, you need Verdun to come in and throw strikes like he did earlier, to come in this situation and do that, not give free passes, which he did. Again, we're only down by 1 run. Northeast is only down by 1 run. And so now you put that free pass on, who is the tying run. And so hopefully maybe the Indians get a double play, but now you're getting Foster up. And I know, Adam, you mentioned how dangerous he's been today.
Yeah, he reached on the fielder's choice last time up, but has singled and doubled as well. So he has been leading the bats for the Tigers here in game 2. 1 out, runner at first. Breaking pitch, just missing low for a ball.
Got to dig deep if you're Verdun out there, and you got to step off, take you a deep breath. You got to find it. Got 5 straight balls here, so got to find that strike zone. Got to find a pitch you can get in there.
That pitch looked good, but called a ball.
No, he called it.
Okay, he called a late strike that time.
Late strike, yeah.
I was going to say, that was a good-looking pitch if he called that a ball. Snap throw to first, not in time, keeping the runner honest. 1-1 is the count, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch here from Verdun, all speed and beauty.
Yeah, good off speed there, had a little movement to it. Good pitch there. Now it runs the count to 1-2. Wheels ahead in the count here. We can afford to obviously keep one not just in the zone here, outside somewhere, off the plate. See if you can get him to chase something here.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here from Verdun. And he did, kind of just see if he can get him to chase one. Didn't do so. Good eye. 2-2 now is the count here on Foster, the shortstop.
Yeah, good patience there by Foster and good eye. So 2-2 count, as you mentioned.
Starting to hear a lot of chatter back and forth. Waiting the 2-2 pitch from Verdun. And there's strike 3.
Run him up.
Well, the batter tried to take time right as Verdun got set to deliver. The umpire did not give it to him. And that's going to be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game here for Verdun. It looks like we're going to have a new batter coming in here.
Yeah, got someone coming in.
This is going to be 33, Dylan Bowers. So Bowers will come into bat in place of Marshall in that DH spot. Marshall was 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
I got Bowers as a freshman out of South Haven, played ball at Christian Brothers.
So he is a reverse transfer, and he's a big old boy. So he will come into bat here with a runner at first, 2 outs. Verdun's pitch, missing low for a ball. So 1-0 to count here.
Yeah, got 2 outs here. Got to remember that if you will. On the mound, runner at first, go to battle here.
Throw to first, not in time as the runner dives back without a tag. Indians trying to get out of this inning with no damage done to keep that 1-run lead here. 6-5 is your score. That pitch, going to miss at the knees. Ball 2. No, he called it a strike.
Delay.
I got to wait because all of a sudden this guy has gone from calling them quick to just waiting to call them. Jordan and I don't like that because she's having to run the scoreboard. So waiting the 1-1 pitch here from Verdun. Swung on, miss. Runner's going to try to go to second, and there's going to be no throw as he will advance on the pass ball.
Yeah, and good decision there by Riley Davis to eat it and not throw the ball down there and potentially an error. Knew that there was no way really to get him out. So runner did advance, but you do have 2 strikes. So 1-2 count here.
This is Bowers at the plate. Verdun looking for the exit with the tying run in scoring position here for the Tigers. Pitch on its way. Strike 3.
You called that one quick.
Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout, the second of the game there for Verdun, and ICC gets out of the inning with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Where to be Davis, Bryce Capobianco, and Gardner scheduled up for the Indians. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This is you, right? Like you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up.
Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance, it should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the bottom of the 6th inning. The ICC want to try to find some insurance runs here to see if they can earn this split with Northeast here tonight in Fulton. Brad, it'd be big right now to pick up these extra runs, go ahead and get a 3-up, 3-down, top of the 7th, and call it a night.
Yeah, you know, that's what ICC wants right here. That's going to be the big thing, and that's what they're striving for here. You want to take this opportunity. You got your number 3, 4, 5 up in the lineup. You want to produce and get an insurance run or 2 or 3 to go into this top of the 7th. Of course, we're in the bottom of the 6th here, but to go into the top of the 7th, like you say, to end it and to finalize this thing and get the split with Northeast. That'd be huge with our rivals.
And so this will be Riley Davis to start us off here. He popped up in foul territory to the catcher. And he's going to show bunt, pops it up, is going to get back off the netting for strike one. He is 0 for 3. He struck out in the second and flew out to center in the first. So to say somebody like Riley Davis is due, well, that might be an understatement.
Well, and that may be why he tried to drop the bat down there and just see if he could lay one down and get something going. You know, sometimes it takes a little momentum. Unable to lay it down there, so got an 0-1 count on him. He fouled it back.
That pitch missing low. 1-1 now is the count here to Davis, who is catching. Caught game one, caught game two. So he will dig in and try to see if he can spark the bats for the Indians here in the bottom of the sixth. Looks at that fastball at 84.
A little low for the umpire's liking. 2-1 count.
Yeah, I'm totally confused by this guy. I'm just waiting for the call, and I don't see a call, and then
way outside there. I don't think you have to worry about that one. That's a 3-1 count now. So Riley, just kind of sit here and, you know, personally, I don't swing at anything that is not your pitch, you know, right now. Let it go. See if you can live to fight another day. Either that or draw the walk and get the leadoff batter on.
So the 3-1 pitch coming from Reeder is right down the middle for a fastball.
Not a bad take.
Nope.
Not a bad take at all right there by Riley. Good job there. Now you go back to protecting the plate. Don't do the big swing. We don't need the big swing. We need the short swing to basically make contact, put the ball in play if it's a strike.
Instead, the pitch is going to go high and go for a ball 4, and the Indians have the leadoff runner on here. And this is going to bring up Bryce Capobianco. Bryce singled and scored a run in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a strikeout. We're in the top of the sixth. ICC leading this one 6-5 here in game 2. Trying to rebound from a 13-6 loss in the first game of the day. And earn a split here this afternoon with the Tigers. Going to show bunt, pulls back and takes that one for a ball. Right now, Reeder, he's throwing hard, but just kind of peppering it all around that strike zone. He'll feed them in there every once in a while just to keep you honest. And so now maybe the catcher wanting to come out and kind of talk things over here. And
mighty slow stroll out there to talk to his pitcher.
He was in Gore mode that time.
And I realize he has caught today, and he's probably sitting there saying, well, if you had blocked up as many pitches as I have,
yes,
and done what I've done, you'd take a slow stroll too. But again, was able to have a conversation with Reeder. Now coming back to the plate I guess they had a communication issue. Again, I'm unable to tell if Northeast, because of the tarp that we have down there and the windscreens, unable to tell if they have anybody up in the pen or not.
Showing bunt, draws back and takes that for ball 2. Well, maybe in one of those situations where they're kind of discussing what to do and maybe just say, hey, look, let him get the bunt down. Let him try to see if he can get a sacrifice and maybe cut down the runner going to second in this situation. But
well, you don't want to walk him if you're Northeast, and that's what they're saying. I mean, there's no point walking him. He's either going to get the bunt down or not, you know. But don't put a free pass on him, because then you got no outs. Whereas you hope if he gets the bunt down, you at least get one out of this thing. So you don't want him to get a free pass if you're Northeast and still have no outs, and then a runner in scoring position with no outs.
Well, the ball got away from the first baseman, but not far enough to allow the runner to advance in that situation. 2-0 is the count. Pickoff move again. A little bit of a half-hearted swipe tag. And the count will stay 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, no out. Runner at first. Indians leading 6-5 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shows bunt, laid down, and it's going to be a perfect one, and he touches it and just tosses it over. Boy, that was close.
I'm going to tell you, I'd have been tempted, the way that thing was rolling out, to let it go.
Yes.
It was headed toward the line. Good job by Reeder to barehand it, though, right there on the line, because you almost had a collision with Bryce running down the line. Good job by Reeder to pick it up, barehand it, and get the toss over to get the out, but that was mighty close.
Yeah, it's one of those where he went to grab it at first, and he didn't necessarily drop it, just couldn't pick it up, and as you said, made it a lot closer to comfort there for Northeast fans. But it is a sacrifice bunt, and we will have a pitching change here. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for your sins, as we will have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. Back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tide!
Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance, it should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
This is you, right? Like, you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up.
Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher in the game here for the Tigers. And Brad, I'll let you tell us more about the new pitcher here.
I got a local kid from Northeast, Hayden Donahue, Boonville product, right-handed freshman. As Jonathan Whittington, J-Dub, comes in, slaps the first pitch out to left field single. That's going to score a run there. Riley Davis scores. That's giving Itawamba an insurance run. 7-5 lead now, and I'll pick back up where I was at. Got Hayden coming in. Apparently, in the way I'm looking at this, Adam, from the stats, I think Hayden is their closer because he's the only one who has any saves on the year, but he does have 14 appearances, 2 wins, 2 losses, does have 3 saves on the year, 22 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 hits, now 19, 11 runs, now 12, base on balls 10, 37 Ks, 2.7 ERA.
And a big swing and a miss there by Ware. And I tell you what, J-Dub wasted no time that time. Saw the first pitch he liked, drilled it out there to left field, and Rick nearly slung his arm off, telling Davis to come around to score on that one. And a big-time score there makes it 7-5 now, ICC.
Yeah, that changes the ball game a lot for the ICC and can potentially do more. There's only one out, and now J-Dub is stealing and is going to be safe. Gets in there. So now you still have another runner at scoring position, runner at second with J-Dub stealing. Good job there by the Indians. Blaine Ware at bat with a 1-1-1 count. And when I say 1-1-1, you got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. So 7-5 feels a lot better. Hey, 8-5 would even feel even that much better going into the top of the 7th.
And so Ware at the plate. J-Dub is at second, taking a small lead. Where this one jammed the first baseman. Is going to come over and make the play at the bag on the pop-up.
Yeah, I mean, not really what you dialed up there with, if you wanted that sack, you wanted that to be a sack, something deep in the outfield where you could at least advance J-Dub over. Wasn't able to do that, so the Indians draw nothing out of that. But now you have 2 outs with Eli Hancock up.
Hancock hit into a double play his last time up. He does have a single and a sacrifice fly to his credit. So he'll dig in with 2 outs. Runner at second here. ICC up 7-5 in the bottom of the 6th. Batter will take time. Hancock has been clutch in these situations for the Indians. He had a walk-off hit against nationally ranked Jones, and then came back through. And the next week, I think, had another timely hit to help the Indians pick up a big win as well. So see if he can keep that streak going. And there is a nasty curveball, falls in there for a strike. That was one of those that Donahue kind of just slung his entire body to the left side, and ball just trailed with him there. 0-1 now is the count. Hancock at the plate.
Well, you mentioned it. Hancock's a tough out. He's just not one that K's a lot. As the ball gets passed, now that's going to be a passed ball there. And so now the runner advances, J-Dub advances to third. But as I was saying, Hancock's a tough out because he doesn't K a lot. Now he puts the bat on the ball or gets walked. Now, it doesn't mean he's getting all those hits. And when he puts the bat on the ball, it may go to somebody, but he's a tough out is what I'm trying to say. So, again, when you have that type of batter up there, you're going to have some of that production that you're mentioning there, those big-time hits.
The Indians would love to find a timely hit here with 2 outs and a runner at third. Hancock, that one just confused him there as he tried to stop halfway through the swing and continued through there. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, so now he's in the hole. I hope I didn't jinx him by saying that, but he's in the hole now, 1-2. Just kind of like a half-hearted swing there. So got to protect the plate and put the bat on the ball.
And he does that, keeps the at-bat alive here as he pulls it foul down that first base line.
Yeah, just foul down that first base line. Again, staying alive. Potential to drive in another run 90 feet away and give the Indians a 3-run lead going into the top of the 7th.
1-2 pitch coming, and got him looking. That was a beautiful pitch there.
I'll take it.
So Brad will swallow that one, as that a beautiful pitch there by Donahue to get him out of the inning. Well, the Indians 3 outs away from earning the split here tonight. They lead at 7-5 as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back. I think I used a little bit of old lingo there that Jordan had no idea what we were talking about. She was not in on her headset. She kind of turned around and looked at both of us like, what in the world are you talking about? We'll explain if we get the win here, as the Indians 3 outs away from picking up and earning. And I'm going to say earning this because the Indians have fought and clawed their way through game 2 here. And it's going to be the 8-9-1 batter. So if you're Northeast, this is exactly where you want to be to try to spark a little bit of a rally here. Barry at the plate. And that first pitch goes for a ball. as this is Verdon still at the dish.
Yeah, I mean, even though we have the 2-run lead, no free passes, and I know they've discussed that, and there's a strike right there coming in, 1-1. You just don't want to give the free passes. You got to throw the strikes, make them put the ball in play, let your defense play behind you, be strong there.
That pitch just missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Well, I think that's what you tell Verdon. Throw strikes, don't try to leave anything up, and go after them.
Well, that's what he did, and there's a single between third and short. And so Northeast does their job, and they get their leadoff guy on base.
That was the first hit of the day there for Barry, and now this will bring up Peoples to the plate, who is 1 for 2 with the walk. He does have a steal and has scored a run. He's also singled, but was erased on a fielder's choice in his previous at-bat. So Peoples at the plate. You've got Barry, the third baseman, over at first. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes that one for a ball.
Yeah, kind of the same scenario as what I was talking about with Northeast with us. Got to throw strikes here, got to let him lay the bunt down, got to get the out. We don't want to put him on.
So 1-0 is the count here to Peoples. And that one missing low. Well, it's one of those situations now, if you're Verdon, you just kind of step back, catch your breath, and kind of calm that heart rate down a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of emotion, obviously. Of course, Will is from the Northeast District up there from Corinth, so sure there's a lot of emotion playing in this for him too.
And that pitch missing. 3-0 now is the count. Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Softball leading Northeast 6-2 after 5 complete in game 2. So 3-0 is the count here to Peoples, who represents the tying run. And he's going to walk. Thought for a second he might have called it a late strike, as Peoples kind of hesitated for a second. And now we go back to the top of the lineup. This is going to be Holiday coming to the plate, and Holiday's been swinging a good bat. He's reached each time he's come to the plate today. He's 2 for 4, though. He's reached on an error, scored a run, reached on a fielder's choice, scored on a wild pitch. He also has a couple of singles and has stolen the base. He's actually scored 3 of the 5 runs here for the Tigers in game 2.
Well, not the mixture you would hope for right there. Now you got a runner in scoring position, so the go-ahead run is at the plate. They put the tying run on, the go-ahead run, and Holiday is at the plate now.
So Verdon will dig in, getting set to deliver the pitch here to Holiday. No outs, runners on first and second. Holiday shows bunt, and it's going to go foul.
Yeah, and this, that's going to happen right here, I would suspect. You got speed with Holiday, as we know. If he can lay down a good one, it's a good chance that he's
going to be on base.
He's going to be on base.
So that will go for a strike on Holiday after the bunt rolled foul down the third baseline. Oh, 1 the count here to Holiday. Still no outs. We're in the top of the 7th. ICC with a 7-5 lead. Tigers with a tying run at first. Shows bunt, breaking pitch. It finds the corner of the zone for a strike, and now the count goes 0-2.
Yeah, pulled back. Indians got a break there on that. That's good that he pulled back. Now you got an 0-2 count at him with, I'm not going to say that he's still not going to try to square him around, see if he can get the bunt down, but it's obviously, if he doesn't, it goes foul. That's tough on Northeast.
This pitch popped up. Left fielder's going back, having trouble finding it, and does. And will relay it quickly in to keep the runners at first and second.
So good job out there in the left field by Hancock to go back and make that catch. And again, on that side of the field, it kept the runner from tagging at second and advancing to third. So now you still have your runners at first and second. You got the 1 out. Double play. Hey, we've had some miscues on those twice today that I know of. Be good if we could just resolve those miscues right now, Adam, and end the game with a double play.
Well, I'll tell you what, these next 4 batters is who Northeast likes to see coming to the plate. Weatherby is 2 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice fly. He already has a home run in the contest. That ball in the dirt blocked up nicely there by Davis to keep the runners at first and second. So 1-0 is the count after that ball in the dirt. Verdon taking his time. Breaking pitch, and that went in there for a strike. It's almost like the home plate umpire had to kind of catch his balance before calling that one.
You know, sometimes he's quick on them, but that one, it's just like I'm like you. He makes that turn, you can't tell.
So he's adding to the drama.
Well, and that's what you do in this situation.
Yep.
Keep that drama alive.
1-1 now is the count with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Breaking pitch hangs up high now, 2-1.
Got to get that down right there now. Don't leave that hanging up there in this situation, especially here when you're facing your 2, 3, 4 coming up here. So keep that down if you're Verdon.
Weatherby at the plate. Awaiting the pitch here from Verdon. 2-1 offering coming. Big swing and a miss there. And now the count goes 2-2.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a good pitch right there. Couldn't catch up with it. Had him off. So 2 strikes now. Cat and mouse game here. Let's see what happens.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tying run is at first here for the Tigers in the top of the 7th inning. Verdon getting set to deliver to Weatherby. And the pitch. Grounder, third baseman gets it. Throw over is in time for out number 2. Good job there by Verdon coming back and getting the power hitter to ground out on a routine play to third. J-Dub took care of business there. And now with 2 outs, here comes Bland to the plate. Another tough out here. He is 2 for 3 on the day. He's got a pair of singles, an RBI, and he has walked. And after that ground ball, now the tying run is at second here in the top of the 7th. There are 2 outs in the inning. Bland looks at the first pitch. Outside for a ball.
Yeah, 2 outs. Like you say, the drama is definitely high here. A 7-5 game. ICC with the lead. 1 out away from drawing the split today, which would be huge with the rivals from Boone.
So 1-0 pitch coming. This one lifted deep right field. Right fielder going back and catches it on the warning track, and the Indians win it 7-5 here in game 2. And I tell you what, Brad, you had to hold your breath for a second there because that one sounded really good off the bat of Bland.
It did. It sounded good, and of course it took Bryce back. He had to turn and go back and make the play, which he did. But it provided the dramatics. This crowd, we had a great crowd out here, and they stayed until the final out, and they got their money's worth today, Adam.
They sure did. As we'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC earns the split with a 7-5 win here in game 2. Back with more right after this.
Life's a sport that's full of laughter, the perfect plays, the near disasters. Some days it's tough to know which way to run. So when the game gets out of hand, you need a pal who's got a plan, a friend to help you win while having fun. He knows the score, passing the ball or passing the test. He knows the scoop, how to succeed and how to invest. Always remember, Herbstreit knows best.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC picks up the win 7-5 in game 2 to earn the split with the rivals of Northeast, Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. They want you to visit rewardsextra.com to learn more about their Rewards Extra checking accounts. They offer things like cell phone insurance, roadside assistance, over 400,000 discounts there at Renaissance Bank. And Brad, give me your game recap here in Game 2.
Well, battle as usual, which it's always going to be a battle between the two rivals, ICC and Northeast. So the second game, the Indians could have easily taken the first game where they kind of got blown away. I know they were able to put 2 more on in the last inning, but made that a 13-6 affair. But they were able to come back and not let that game dictate what they did here in Game 2 and come out with a strong performance. Now, of course, as we know, Northeast came today to hit. And They did, and the bats were alive. And Roe Ketchum did a great job of keeping us in the game there, as well as the ICC defense. So they did a good job there. Roe went deep into the game. And then, of course, you got Will Verdung that came in for 2 innings there and was able to finish it out. Kudos to Northeast again with their bats today. Great job. Came in ready to hit. And they're pitching. They kind of stayed in it with it, too, here in this second game, to where they were able to keep themselves into the game and make it a game here in the last inning, to where put some dramatics in where we thought we may have been going to the bottom of the 7th to decide this thing. So good job on both ends. Good to see the Indians bounce back and fight back to earn a split with the rivals from Boone.
Let's take a look at the final lines here for both teams. For Northeast, 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. And for ICC, 7 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. So you talk about Northeast coming to hit the ball today. They leave the ballpark with 25 hits on the afternoon to 17 for ICC. Winning pitcher was Roe Ketchum, as Kahn will get the decision for Northeast. And then the save will go the way of Verdung. So a big-time outing there for Verdung to come in and get the win. Brad, we've got to name a star of the game, and that's going to be pretty tough as the Indians kind of spread the hits around. But go ahead and let you kind of make the call.
I can hit one, and then you can hit one. If you got one, mine would be Connor Gardner. That big 3 RBI, hit that big home run, which drove in 3 for the Indians. And really kind of put us out there. So I'm going to go with Connor. Of course, he had a double earlier in the game, too. So good game for Connor. And then, of course, pulling those 3 RBIs.
Absolutely. I'm going to stick with you on that one and go with Connor as well. Also a nod to Will Verdung coming in, pitching 2 innings, giving up no runs on 1 hit, walked 2, struck out 2 against 7 faced. So that's going to do it for tonight's contest here in Fulton. ICC drops the first game of the day, 13-6. Rebounds to earn the split tonight with a 7-5 win over Northeast. So that's going to do it. So for Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, Dr. Brad Boggs, I'm Adam Gore. Do stay weather conscious tomorrow, folks. If you're an ICC fan, we do want you to remember you can check iccms.edu for any changes of schedules tomorrow. Also follow us on social media at Itawamba CC. Also, we'll put it out on our athletic one as well at Let's Go ICC. So you want to make sure if there's any changes to either A, orientation, B, the beauty pageant, anything like that, we'll get that out to you as quickly as possible. But we do encourage you, no matter the decisions made, you also have the opportunity to make your own decisions and do what you feel is in your best interest as well. So long from Fulton, as Indians earned a split against the rivals of Northeast. We'll see you Friday back here on the ICC Sports Network.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh dear, stay away from the new rug.
The homecoming game is next Friday, and no one has even asked me yet.
Sydney, do you want my advice?
Of course, Kirk.
I'd open up an account with Renaissance Bank. With their Rewards Extra checking program, you get great discounts from top retailers.
That's gonna help me get a date?
No, but it's gonna help you buy that outfit you really wanted so you can go to that cool new concert instead.